Nobody make any mess up. Okay, so Sarah and I are power partners in this Plexus thing. So we wanted to make everything the more the merrier and kind of combine our teams in our weekly trainings. And we're going to take, we tried to figure out Google Hangouts, but we're going to go with Zoom for right now, just because you guys can ask questions while we are talking to you guys, so we can answer your questions. So it can be more of like a weekly training, and we're just going to have a topic, and you can ask the questions about that topic throughout the meeting, and we'll answer them while we're doing the meeting. So we just kind of wanted to start it with kind of just what is network marketing, because Plexus is a multi-level marketing company, and kind of what people get it confused with a lot of the times, and what can scare people away because they might confuse it with some things. So network marketing is just a really popular business plan. All sorts of network marketing companies are started every single day. Most companies do not make it past 2 years. Plexus is in its 10th year. And Sarah just chatted down there. So if you guys have any questions about the company Plexus or about network marketing, just type it down there and I'll answer it while I'm talking. So Plexus has been around for about 10 years now. And what year are they in for their network marketing? Because I think it's in like their 7th year now for network marketing. And they started out just as a breast health company. All they had was the breast check kit, which is early detection of breast cancer. And they had the body cream, which was then called the breast cream. They added in the Plexus Slim a little bit after. And Sheila Medina was the first person. Sarah and I are pretty confident she came from Mary Kay. But she was very, very high up in another network marketing company. And she believed so much in the owners of Plexus and what they had to offer that she left her top position in the other company to come and work ground floor as one of the first ambassadors for Plexus. And she obviously became the first diamond in the company. And at that time, there was only the Plexus Slim and the breast check kit and the body cream. And so we've added products as we go, and that's what's awesome about network marketing is there's a lot, they're pretty much allowed to do kind of what they want. And why Plexus is so legit is because we are regulated by the FDA. The FDA does not approve any sorts of vitamins or supplements. So if anybody comes at you with, oh, well, it's not FDA approved, well, nothing besides food and prescription medications are approved by the FDA. So, but we are regulated by the FDA, which is why we have to be careful when talking about illnesses and Plexus. We are also regulated by the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, which is super legit because that means that we are making lots of money in Plexus. We are also a client of Morgan Stanley's, and you may or may not have heard some of some of their other clients, which is Facebook and Microsoft and all those good things. But so what I have noticed the most, get really confused in the beginning, because when they think network marketing, they kind of relate it to old network marketing. And since this new fabulous thing called Facebook is around now, network marketing has really changed, and it has shifted more so over into relationship marketing. And now with Plexus, you have to consider it as you have products that are relevant today in society. We have products that are a gold mine. And so we don't have to sell Plexus. And now if you're selling makeup, you have to sell makeup there, because if you have a product that people could buy a comparison product to it, like at Walmart or the beauty store or something like that, that's sales. And they can get that product somewhere else. That person doesn't need that product in their life. It's not going to change their life. Plexus, though, is different, and it's much easier. And it's different than what people typically think network marketing is because it's more of what we like to call relationship marketing. And so when you get to know people through Plexus, or anybody that you see their ailments or anything like that, you can build a relationship with them, and you can share what Plexus has done for you. And that network marketing and Plexus go hand in hand, because network marketing as a business does not discriminate against anyone. You can be, how old was that guy that we met at convention, Sarah? Was he like 80 years old? Lonnie, was he like 80?
I don't know, but he's so adorable.
He is, you guys, he was
on being a jewel. Like he is aspiring to be
getting ready to
Plexus jewel. So he's awesome.
Yeah. He's like 80 years old. So network marketing, from literally 24 years old, have no college education. Like I don't have any, I haven't had a job in like 4 years, and like I can do network marketing because it doesn't discriminate. And so Plexus and network marketing goes hand in hand, because Plexus does not discriminate either. The products are all natural. A lot of the stuff is already in your body. My kids take it. Anyone can pretty much take it. And so that's kind of why they decided. Both of our owners come from network marketing backgrounds, and so they decided that they were going to do it the way that network marketing should be done, and rarely ever is. A lot of you probably know people in other companies that work really hard and don't get paid any money. And so just through Plexus, through our own experience and through relationship marketing, we were able to do that. And so when you're posting about Plexus on Facebook and you're talking to people about Plexus, you really have to take the sales aspect away. Like it's not direct or tell somebody what they're doing. It's not direct sales. It's not something you post ads about. Nothing like that. I'm trying to think. I was listening to one of the Emeralds. She was talking about, she does these like Monday motivational videos. And she was saying that it's what we learned at convention. So if a network marketing company has less than 500,000 people in it, it's considered a ground floor opportunity. So basically everyone that is actively working their business before a company reaches 500,000 people, if you are actively working your business and you are training yourself on how to be a professional in network marketing, you will reach the top of the company. And so Plexus has well under 500,000 ambassadors. So, and it's like 1.9% of the US that knows about Plexus. So if you stay the course and you continue working your business every single day, 6 days a week, whatever you want to do, and just give it your all and keep sharing it as if it's relationship marketing and not direct sales, and introduce people to this new age of Facebook sharing of a product that everybody on your Facebook could use, you will make it to the top of the company. And I know there's probably some of you on here that have been in other direct sales companies or other network marketing companies, because I sure have. And there was no way I was getting anywhere whatsoever. Like I couldn't even tell somebody that's what I was doing, because it was honestly kind of like embarrassing. And with Plexus, we love to talk about it. So I think Sarah's going to tell us about how to talk about it and how to like not vomit it on everybody.
I'm going to try, and I really want you guys to ask questions if you need to, because I feel like I don't know exactly what I'm going to say. But
Well, this is a really good one to ask questions on because I think a lot of people get confused about like what to actually, like what is the right thing to say.
and if you can't figure out how to use the chat box, just unmute yourself and ask questions. I won't get mad if you interrupt me. But one thing I know that a lot of people want to ask is, what made people start talking to me or to Sarah or anybody else that you're seeing that's doing really well? And for me, I didn't get a lot of interaction until I posted my first before and after picture. And that's when my business exploded, because I had a really good before and after picture to share with people. And so the next part in that, so I've got all these people messaging me. I had been an ambassador for 2 weeks and I didn't know what to tell them. I didn't know very much about the products yet. So I got into this habit of sharing way too much information at first. And I think I really scared a lot of people away in the beginning. So what you want to be careful to do is not just pour information down their throats. You want to just learn quick little blurbs about each one of the products and what they do and how that they will be helpful for those people. And when doing that, keep in mind that you have to talk to every single person differently and handle the way you speak with them differently. Just like with your team members, you want to, you have to have a little more finesse with certain people, and you have other people you can just talk to and get really real with, and you really can't do that with everyone. And it's the same with your customers. So if it's not someone you know very well or you don't have good rapport with, just keep it simple. And when you're talking to them, end with a question. Don't leave it open where they can just walk away from the conversation. Just at the end of what you're saying, just, what do you want to see from the products? What are your goals? Just things like that, so you keep the conversation going. Hopefully that makes sense.
You want to like, you got to like give a little and then they come back a lot, and you give a little and they come back a lot. Like it's kind of, I explain it to some people as you kind of like want to play hard to get with them. Don't feel like you need to make that sale, because I promise you, you don't. If these people are not sure and solid and like they are ready to, like they're committed to this, you don't want them as your customer or as your ambassador even, because it's going to bring, Sarah and I were just talking about this earlier today, it's going to bring more problems for you down the road if they like kind of everybody, we were talking about, everybody's on kind of a spectrum with their health and with their weight or with however they're feeling. And a lot of people, no matter what age they are, get stuck in this quick fix phase. And over time, you will learn how to find those people out really quick. When you're talking to them, you'll know if they're serious or not. And Sarah can vouch for this. But they are seeing all, like I was talking about, network marketing is everywhere. They're seeing all these other companies on their Facebook, and they're going to categorize Plexus in those quick fix companies like Advocare, Shakeology, Herbalife, Beachbody, whatever, these freaking Tupperware things. Like they're going to classify Plexus into that, and those people aren't ready. You don't want those ones. So I would encourage you to not be desperate for the sale. You want to kind of play hard to get with the people that ask you about Plexus.
And when you're talking to them, be realistic. Don't tell them they're going to lose 30 pounds in a month and a half or anything crazy. Just when I'm talking to people, I let them know, you might not see weight loss for a while. And I just let them know the other benefits of the products and tell them some of the awesome stories I have from people on my team or family members. And just, I think it's really important to learn at least a little bit about each one of the products, so you know how they can help people outside of weight loss, because Plexus is, I know it's so cheesy and everybody says it, but it's so much more than weight loss. There's so much more to these products. than weight loss. So I know a lot of people hear the name Plexus and then find out the main product is Slim and they just write it off as a diet product. And you really want to make sure you're not underselling, I guess. Not the word I want, but I'm not coming up with
That's it. I know. And like those comparison charts go around and stuff like that. And I'm like, no, like you don't want to compare Plexus products to the other products. First of all, number one, because Plexus is, the ingredients aren't even kind of similar. And if you are on my team, you saw my video that I posted today about there's a lot of new companies coming up all of a sudden that are trying to copy the Slim, and it's just not going to happen because the proprietary blend on the back there, it says proprietary blend because it's a secret formula. And so it's not going to get copied. And I do ask people though, what have they tried before? Because I want to know where their head is at, because like if somebody would have asked me what I've tried, well, I've tried everything. And the last thing I had tried was HCG, and I was literally like starving myself and I was just over it. And I realized that I did not get to where I was overnight or in a month, and it wasn't going to happen like that. I was going to have to completely change my lifestyle. And so I kind of got to the other side of the spectrum where Plexus worked great for me because I was in the right mindset. And so that's kind of like when we're talking about, you want to read people when you talk to them. What are they like? Like, what are they like on Facebook? What do they eat? Like, I ask people, what are their eating habits? Like, you can't just take Plexus and sit back and be like, okay, I'm good to go. Like, I can go to Starbucks now and I can have McDonald's for breakfast. And, I ate pretty good today, so I can have dessert tonight. It doesn't work like that. And nothing works like that. Not even quick fixes or anything like that. They're gonna restrict you, change your diet, everything.
Yeah, Plexus isn't a weight loss supplement. It's a tool to help you conquer the issues you're having with losing weight. It's not going to just make the weight fall off. And I know that there's a lot of people that'll post testimonials that are really misleading, like, oh, I didn't change anything. I just drank Slim and 80 pounds fell off. And it's just not how it works. And you don't want to give your customers those expectations, because they are going to quit, and then you have to start over again. And that's
the thing about Plexus and customers versus ambassadors is that the cost to become a wholesale user with Plexus is so small, and there's literally zero risk. You have to understand that people that are not ready to that don't see that and aren't ready to make that commitment probably aren't going to be solid customers either. And most of the time customers don't stay. And if they do stay, they become ambassadors. Some people are good to keep as customers, but from my experience, what I have learned from people throughout Plexus is that customers do not stick around. And so when you are talking to them, just take the pressure off. It's, and we do customer service to an extent, but if things didn't happen for them and they were happening for you, whose fault is that? That doesn't have anything to do with you. That's their fault. But I want to hear, I feel like we're going into objections a little bit. I want people to unmute themselves, and I want to know what people are getting for objections about you being in an MLM. You probably hear that from your family. I sure did. And I want to hear what people are getting about objections when they're talking to people. Just free for all.
I think that one of the biggest objections that people get, and especially some of the people on my team, is the cost. And I know you and I have talked about this. So I don't know if that's something other people are experiencing, but I know that happens for some of my girls.
Well, I think cost is number one objection for sure. But at the same time, people don't, I don't think that they take into account what they're actually spending on a daily basis and what their lifestyle is actually like. And if people don't have the money to invest into their health, if they don't have the money, then they're not there yet on that spectrum. People that complain to me about cost, I tell them about child packs and the money back guarantee, and I move on from there. Because if people, I didn't have the money for Plexus. We could not pay our rent. We could not pay our bills. Our power bill was like 3 months behind, but I had to do something about the way that I was feeling. It's that spectrum. And if people just aren't ready yet, they're not.
One of my ambassadors, I was going to make her share this, but it looks like she had to get off. One thing that she's started doing is somebody will ask her, how much is the triplex after she recommends it? And she'll say it's $124.95 or $124.95. And they'll be like, oh, that's too much. I can't afford it. And if she knows it's somebody that really would benefit from these products, she just turns it around and says, well, how much is your health worth? Like, what would you pay every month to stay healthy? Like, what is it worth to you? And then they're like, oh, well, I'm spending $20 a week on McDonald's breakfast, and I drink a couple sodas a day, and I really enjoy some coffee from Starbucks a few times a week. And once they start breaking it down, it's a lot more cost effective. And I like to tell people, I was drinking a lot of soda every day. I was drinking a lot of coffee with a lot of really, really bad International Delight coffee creamer, and now I can't not afford Plexus. And once you get them to look at it that way, but like Sarah said, if they don't want to hear it, they don't want to hear it, and just bless and release and just move to the next one.
They'll come back. Don't you worry.
Yeah.
I've been doing Plexus for a long time. They all come back.
One thing I've been hearing is I want to check with my doctor. And what do you say to that?
Oh, that's totally fine. We've got thousands of doctors in Plexus.
Yeah, I know that much, but and that's what I mentioned to a guy tonight was like, yeah, there's a guy who's been doing pain management for 40 plus years. He's got 6 patents under his name for, medications or whatever. And so definitely check with your doctor. But is there anything else to like one was a diabetic woman and she wanted to check with her doctor.
Yeah, I just I'll post them. Sarah and I will post them in the group, but I'll just post ingredient lists in there, and I just give those to people and send them in a message, and they can take their phone to the doctor and show it to the doctor.
If I keep them saved on my phone, if you go on your website, like where you send your customers, just to each individual ingredient, you can pull the ingredient lists from there, and they're just an image file. You can right click and save those to your computer or to your phone. They're
okay.
They get updated pretty frequently, so check back every once in a while. Like they'll change the order that the ingredients are on the labels and little things like that, but the ingredients aren't changing.
And also too, most of the time doctors are not educated on actual ingredients. There's actually doctors in Plexus that have said take the ingredients to the pharmacist, not the actual doctor, because doctors are not actually educated on the ingredients, ingredients, but pharmacists are.
From other ambassadors who had their, and I'm not saying don't send them to the doctor, but just keep in mind sometimes the doctor doesn't really know what the ingredients are, because I saw one recently where it was a woman with a heart issue, and the doctor was like, no, absolutely not. This is terrible for you. And then you'll hear other doctors, like my grandmother's doctor, she's had valves replaced in her heart, and her doctor absolutely encourages it. I've got another person on my team who has a pacemaker, and Plexus has actually helped her a lot. So just sometimes maybe encourage a second opinion. I don't know. It's hard not to step on toes sometimes and hurt feelings, but yeah, I agree. Send them to the pharmacist, because pharmacists actually spend years studying ingredients. Doctors are studying very different symptoms.
Yeah.
Anybody else in the last 5 minutes? I want to hear objections about network marketing, because I know that people get that. The pyramid scheme thing. So there's no such thing as a pyramid scheme. That's like a catchphrase now. Well, so why Plexus is not a scam. You can outrank the person that signs you up easily, and Plexus is very fair in the work that you have to do in order to be rewarded. And the thing about when people come at you about you're in a network marketing company or you're in a multi-level marketing company that's a pyramid scheme, or it sounds like a pyramid scheme, or it sounds like a scam, those people just get deleted.
Yeah.
Just move on from there. You don't need that negative energy in your life.
The
Because
way I see it,
they're not going to make 5 figures a month like you are.
I've told people before, like, every business to a certain extent has a pyramid to it. Like, there's a CEO to every business, but like you said, is that you can outrank the other person. So that's a good thing to like come back at, I think.
And a lot of people have. There are a lot of people that have outranked their sponsors, and it's all just on your personal activity and your personal work. And that's really what it is like it's network marketing. Like, you're gonna have to work, and there are some cases where you could get lucky with some luck, but it's few and far between. But it's easy work. And I was just telling my team earlier today, what it is why network marketing is different than a job in your pyramid scheme job, is that the bottom is so wide in a job, is like you're never going to make it around that large increasing bottom to climb up to the top. Now, you may make it to like the middle, but we all know you're never going to be the CEO of whatever corporation that you work for. But with network marketing, if you put, even we'll just say 2 years, like if you put 2 solid years in, the hardest work is going to be at the beginning. And you are going to lay the foundation of your business in the beginning, and you're going to put the work in and put your skin in the game in the beginning, and you're going to become the CEO of your life. There's probably not a chance that with your job you can make 5 figures a month. There's just 6 figures a year. Not like, we're not talking like 100,000s, we're talking like 200 plus thousands. So that's not possible in that setting. So the scam thing, those people get deleted. Just no. Or you can post our income chart.
All right, we're going to turn it off in just a second. Anybody else really fast?
Well, if not, this was super fun, and I'm excited for next Thursday.
All right.
What are we doing next Thursday?
I forgot what I wrote down. I have to look.
Okay.
Or actually, let's just post the recording for this and then we can just ask what people want to hear next week.
I think we should go over signing new ambassadors and the compensation plan, personally.
Ooh, that's a good one.
All right. Thanks, everybody, for jumping on, and we will see you next week. Have a good
night.
Thanks, girls.
Bye.
Good night, guys.